old thing all over again.
I distilled the booze.
Excellent. Then I'll finish it. Here, you can try a portion right away. That'll put some strength in your arm. Oh, and if I can help you again, for you all information is free from now on.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I'm staying out of it.
Anything's possible.
I killed all the dragons.
Really? So there's more than a glimmer of hope on the horizon. Now all we have to do is cut off the head of evil. If you have indeed done that, then we shall win the war.
Who, me?
You, of course. Who else?
How are the sheep?
How do you... I'd rather know.
Wait, mercenary. I need to talk to you.
What do you want?
The monastery is facing a very delicate situation. At the moment, everyone seems to mistrust everybody else. And then, this thing with Pedro, that's extremely... I have an assignment for you from the highest authorities. You're not a member of the Brotherhood of the Fire, and therefore, the only one here who can settle this matter for us. But I must warn you, if I give you this assignment, you'll be bound to fulfill it too. Once you know what it's about, you'll have no choice. Do you understand?
Tell me what you want.
All right, then listen well, for I'm only going to say this once. Serpentis wants you to kill Pedro for his treason. As soon as you lay your hands on him, you will be paid as soon as this task is fulfilled. I never said that, and you haven't heard anything either. Understand?
I need a few things. Hey, you! Can I learn from you?
I pass on my knowledge.
You know, deals out fair.
All the dragons are dead.
That is good news indeed, but it does nothing to change our situation, which seems hopeless. The Seekers still have not left. On the contrary, I hear more and more reports that during these last few days, their numbers have even increased. Killing off the dragons has dealt the enemy a blow, but it did not suffice. We need to dig this evil out by the roots.
I talked to the dragons.
What did they say?
They kept talking about the power of their master and how he settled in the halls of Irdarath.
Enos be with us. The Black Temple has regained its power and is now sending its henchmen into our world.
What are these halls of Irdarath?
The Eastern Invocation Temple of the god Beliar. There are 4 of them in the land of Mertana, but this one is probably the most terrifying temple of all. About 40 years ago, the northern and western temples of this horrible deity were destroyed. The brave knights of that time gave their all to raze those mighty constructions to the ground. Back then, the black hordes of the enemy were helpless against the superior numbers and the heroic courage of the knights and paladins. It would have been easy to destroy the other 2 temples as well and rid the land of evil forever. But after the second temple fell, they simply disappeared.
Disappeared? An entire temple? Yeah, right.
Do not mock me. The situation is serious. If the halls of Irdarath have indeed regained their power, then it will not be easy to defeat the enemy. For that, you would have to find it first. And I think that this will be your next and hardest task.
We shall see. Zardas's book, which was believed to be lost, where is it?
I have been expecting you would ask that, but I fear that it will be of no help to you. It has been magically sealed. I took it to one of our lower vaults, and even we have so far tried in vain to open it. That accursed Zardas has played a dirty trick on us.
Can I see the book?
Be my guest. I cannot imagine you being successful where the greatest masters of our monastery have failed. But go ahead and give it a try. Talamon is not going to stop you.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
That was no big deal.
You are not permitted to go further. Turn back.
Pyrakar says I'm allowed to examine Zardas's book.
So he says that. All right, you may enter. The book you are looking for is over there on the alchemist's bench.
Zarek Bundardo. Ah, the book's open. There's a letter and a key hidden inside.
No idea. You tell me.
Anything's possible. Why haven't I heard about this before?
Had to happen sooner or later.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Hey, you! I found a secret door. Behind a bookshelf.
What's behind it?
It looks like an old underground vault.
That is important news. I shall inform Pyrakar of it immediately. Meanwhile, you must find out what's in this cellar.
I couldn't care less.
So that's where you're hiding out. Damn far away. I'll need a ship to get there.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Hey! I've been to the vault.
And what did you find?
There was a skeleton warrior down there, guarding a door. I killed him.
Well done. We shall deal with the vault once we have conquered evil.
Get away with that?
That's just what I said. Nobody ever asks me.
Hey, you! I've been able to open Zardas's book.
What? How did you do that? It well nigh drove me to despair.
Zardas told me the trick.
Ah, is that it? How interesting. I can only hope for you that Zardas's bad influence is not going to spoil you. I am warning you. Do not fall for the tricks of that old devil. You might come to regret it.
I know where to find the halls of Irdarath. The temple is on an island. I found a nautical chart which shows the way.
That is great. Then you will need a ship and a crew in order to face the enemy. But remember, you need to be well prepared if you want to vanquish the Master of Irdarath.
Where can I find a crew?
Your crew should consist of men you can trust. Talk to your friends and think about who could be useful to you once you are on the island. You are going to need a magician as well. But alas, I cannot spare a single man from the monastery. You will have to ask a magician who is not working within the monastery.
What are the Tears of Innos?
The Tears of Innos are nothing but an old child's tale. It tells of how the battle between Innos and Beliar started at the beginning of time.
I found this potion.
That cannot be. I cannot believe it.
What's the matter?
If these are really the genuine Tears of Innos, then...
Hardly.
Do not interrupt me. If these are the real Tears of Innos, then we have a powerful weapon against the enemy.
What do you mean by weapon?
Legend has it that under the influence of this substance, the warriors of Innos were able to perform almost superhuman deeds. They were immune to all kinds of exhaustion and had the strength of 2 bears. The greatest heroic feats of the olden days were only made possible by the Tears of Innos.
I understand.
But the tears can bring suffering and death as well. Only the members of our order may drink this draught. Anyone else, even the paladins of our Lord, would face a cruel death.
So what are the Tears of Innos?
When Innos realized that he had to fight Beliar, his own brother, in order to preserve creation, his sorrow was great. He started to weep, and his tears fell down onto the world. There were many of them, for his heart was so full of grief that he wept for 13 years.
Get to the point.
The people who found his tears and tasted them were filled with supernatural strength and clarity. They recognized the wisdom of Innos' creation and began to serve him. They were the first members of the Community of the Fire. The tears gave them strength, courage, and wisdom. But that is all very long ago, and it has been more than 250 years since anyone last set eyes on a Tear of Innos.
Good news! The roadside shrines have been purified. The strength of Innos has helped the paladins to remove this problem from the world. you may once again make your donations to Enos without reservation or regret.
Jorgen is an experienced sailor. He could help me get to the Isle of Irdarath.
That will not be so easy, I fear. He has signed on to work for the Brotherhood. He has neither paid the tribute nor brought us a sheep. Jorgen must finish his work first. Then you can take him with you if you like.
How long will it take?
He used up the provisions which would have lasted a novice 3 weeks, and all on the first day. So I cannot let him go before he has worked hard in our gardens for 3 months.
What do I have to do so I can take Jorgen with me now?
There is indeed one thing you could do for me. Your good rapport with Zardos could help you with that. It has come to my attention that during these last few days, strange things have been going on in his tower. Many of the town people hear loud screams at night coming from there, and see strange lights dancing over his tower, as if we didn't have our plate full already. Go check what is going on there, and make it stop. Then you can have Jorgen.
The thing with Zardos' tower has resolved itself.
So what was going on? No, wait. I do not even want to know. If you still want Jorgen, then go ahead and take him on your journey. May Enos protect you.
What about a little blessing? I could surely use it.
May your final battle against our archenemy be crowned with success. Enos, be with you.
No idea. You tell me.
You can't go on like this forever.
How's life in the monastery?
I'm going out of my mind here. But anyway, thanks for the hint. Milton was indeed able to help me get a place here. I feel really stupid among those ever-nagging do-gooders. Well, what's a body to do? Before I starve in town, I'd rather do what the novices tell me to.
I took care of your bill. You're free.
Really? How'd you manage that?
You don't want to know.
Oh, well, not that I really care. Thanks a million again. Now, what about your offer? Can I still sign on with you?
That's totally obvious. Hey, I heard you spent a long time in the monastery cellars. What did you find out?
I know now where the enemy is hiding. It's a small island not far from here.
This is our big chance. We have to set out at once and destroy evil forever. Have you talked to Diego about it? I think he would want to accompany you. What about Gorn? Talk to him. I heard that he has returned from the Valley of Mines. And don't forget Lester. If you don't drag him out of his valley, he'll rot there. I also know my role in all this. I can increase your mana and be helpful in constructing runes once we face the enemy. When do we start?
Welcome aboard. We should meet at the harbor. Wait for me there.
Good. I'll be there when you're ready. I always act in the name of Enos.
No idea. You tell me.
Do you really think?
Same old thing.
Hey!
There's nothing you can do about it.
You just have to listen.
You're a sailor.
Did you finally catch on to that? Aye, damn it, I'm a sailor. Why do you ask?
I could use your abilities. I need to go to an island.
To an island? You don't even have a ship, let alone a crew to man her. No, my boy, if you want to engage my services as a captain and strength teacher, then first you'll have to prove to me that you know what you're talking about.
That's no secret.
Besides which, I already have other worries. The paladins haven't pulled out of the city as expected. Something serious will have to happen to get them to clear the field. Go to the castle in the Valley of Mines. Steal the key for the main gate from the gate guard and open it. The orcs will take care of the rest.
I'm not telling you anything. It's a bad business.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Is there anything you can do with dragon eggs?
Dragon eggs? How the heck did you come by these?
I took them from some lizard people.
Let me see. Very sturdy material. Ideal for finishing armor. If one can manage to get them open, that is.
What about it then? Do you want it?
Sure, give it here. I'll pay you, say, 300 gold coins for each egg you can bring me.
He didn't get that from me.
These are dragon eggs, not paltry chicken eggs.
All right, 350 it is, but I can't give you more than that, or it just won't pay for me.
It's a deal.
All right. Then keep those things coming if you can get them. You say you took it from the lizard people?
Right.
Most lizard people dwell in caves as far as I know. It wouldn't surprise me if you found more of these things in the caves around here. Here, take this map. It'll help you find the caves.
Don't say you didn't know that.
That's the truth. You don't have to tell me that.
I've got a few dragon scales for you.
Genuine dragon scales. Here's your gold. All right, that should be enough. I could sell you new improved armor if you want.
Enough trouble.
I know how the armor can be improved even further.
Tell me then.
You could coat the dragon scales with magic ore.
That thought has already occurred to me too, and you're right. My newest armor beats everything you've ever seen. It's lightweight yet sturdy. It is perfect. You can buy it if you want. I don't make this offer to just anybody, and the price only just covers the manufacturing costs.
Nothing amazes me anymore. What you can do about it?
Give me the armor.
This is the best armor I've ever made. A true masterpiece.
Never would have thought of that himself.
That's the first I've heard of it.
I used to say that myself. No idea. You tell me.
Really believe that? That's all just gossip.
I need to go to an island. I could use a smith.
And so you thought of me?
Nobody will.
Yes. What do you say? At any rate, that'd get you out of here.
Better than NotR's farm. Boy, even hell can't be that bad. Count me in.
Be my smith then. See you at the harbor.
All right, see you later.
No better off myself.
Interested in some more dragon eggs?
Sure.
I've got some more here.
Great. Give them here. Have you looked everywhere then? Surely there must be more. Oh, right. Here's your money.
That's no secret. No idea. You tell me.
Bad business. That doesn't surprise me.
There was no big deal.
I already thought as much.
Had to happen sooner or later. Think about it
Different. I've gone about it differently.
Hey! Can I have some more of your stew?
You're always hungry, aren't you? Just what is it you do all the time?
I've done in a few dragons.
Oh, I guess it's time for a hearty bowl of stew then.
That's exactly what I said.
I couldn't get away with that.
He didn't get that from me.
They've done that.
That was no big deal.
I never knew that. I'd have gone about it different to the wrong people.
That was quite obvious.
I never knew that.
Do you have an idea how I could take over the paladin ship?
Do you think I'd still be here if I did? That thing is better guarded than the ore transports were in the old camp.
There must be a way to get on that ship.
Sure, getting on board is easy. After all, we have the judge in our power. You should go to him and squeeze a letter of authorization for the ship out of him. But that isn't everything. To navigate the ship, you need a captain, a crew, and so on. There's a whole string of requirements involved.
Do you know anyone who can navigate the ship?
As far as I know, Torloff used to go to sea. He knows what's what.
Who should I hire as a crew?
You'll have to decide that for yourself, but I would only take people that I trust. Do you have enough people you can trust? If you need a smith in your crew, you should ask Bennett. He is certainly the best you'll find.
It can't go on like this forever.
Would you accompany me on the ship?
Are you kidding? Of course I'm in. I have a few old scores to settle on the mainland. Besides, I could teach you one- and two-handed combat. I could be very useful to you.
Go pack your things then.
What? Right now?
Yes, I'm planning to get out of here, and if you want to join me, come down to the harbor. We'll meet at the ship.
I've waited a long time for this moment. I'll be there.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Are you relaxed?
Sure, why not? The dragons are dead, aren't they?
The case is a little more complicated.
Well, like always. Let me know when you need my axe.
I could use you and your axe.
Well, I'm not surprised. What can I do for you?
Would you sail to an island with me and kick some enemy butt?
Sure, right away. Just tell me what to do.
Come aboard with me. Wait for me at the harbor.
A ship? Ha! I can say one thing for you. It's never boring with you. See you soon.
It can't go on like this forever.
Do you really believe that?
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Quite obvious.
I agree with you. That is a strength.